Hello! Today we're going to look at a website called answergarden. Okay, to get there, that's answergarden.ch. Notice it's .ch, not .com or .org or anything. So answergarden.ch. Answergarden is a very straightforward, simple website for brainstorming, polling questions, things of that nature. The first thing you don't have to have a membership. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to do any of that. Your students don't have to do any of that. So it's just for feedback. So the first thing you do is you type in your topic or your question. So I know character traits is a big thing down here in elementary school. And again, this can be used for all through through past college into professional life. So it depends on what you want to ask and what you're wanting to know. So what the question or topic I came up with was name a character trait of India Opal because of Winn-Dixie. Down here, if you don't mind unlimited answers, you would leave that on. If you only want one per IP per day, that way you kind of restrict how many times your students would answer. You can switch that. If you want a password to come back so you can edit the question, you can do that, or take down maybe an answer. And you can input your email to get a reminder. And then all you do is click on Create. Now, once your garden is created, it gives you your web address, and all you need to do is send that web address to your students, and they can use any device that is connected to the internet. Right now I have some devices kind of around me, so I'm just going to show you what happens. Okay, so we have a couple of answers that came popping up there. Sometimes you might have to hit refresh. They won't show up automatically, but I think for the most part they will. So if we notice, we have these three answers that popped up. That's starting to form what's called a word cloud. So if you used Wordle before, you'd be familiar with that term. And then I just want to show you one other thing that it does, just kind of like Wordle. We see our question, and then it says type your answer here, and again it limits the amount. Okay, you only get 20 characters, so your answers are going to be really short. So I'm going to copy one of these. So I'm going to agree with this, and I'm going to say that I think India Opal is caring. I'm going to hit submit and see what happens. So now, if you notice, caring grew. Okay, so now the word caring is bigger than the word friendly or lonely. That's because now 2 people have answered caring. So if we put our mouse over the word, we can actually see how many people said each answer. Okay, this can be kind of interesting, especially if you are doing a read aloud and you are wanting to see kind of changes over time. So maybe in the first chapter, there might be some different ideas, and then you keep asking this question over and over again, and then you can kind of see the growth of your cloud. There's some options when you want to share it or export it. The options are down here. One kind of cool thing is you can do a QR code, so you can print that out or share that, and people can use their device to scan that code, and it takes you to their cloud. One other thing that I saw that I thought was cool that I wanted to share with you is this. When you click on share, you can embed this cloud, or you can put the link on a blog, Twitter, your Dig account, any of those social networks. But there was another piece that I thought was pretty interesting. This down here, they have a new beta version of this micro garden. What this is you just simply copy the source code, and then you're going to embed that maybe in your blog, and I'll show you what will happen. Alright, so what I did is I embedded this code into my SharePoint page. So just like I would embed a video, I did the same thing. I embedded the code. Now, no one sees the answer. Okay, so this way you wouldn't have to, if you want more of a blind sample where they don't have options, they can just type in here. So that person would think that India Opal is lonely. So when they click on that, and then it posted, then once it posts, then they can click on the link to view the results. So now we see that lonely has 2 and caring has 2 and friendly still just has the 1. Again, the limit to this, there is no limit. It just depends on what you're wanting to use it for. This could be a great pre-writing strategy where you want to get some brainstorm ideas down. You could ask, if you're trying to come up with a name for one of your tribes, if you kids to describe the historical era of 1920s with one word. Really, there's just this kind of applies to anything that you teach. So this is just a nice little kind of visual way to see what your students are thinking. Well, that's your one small step for this week of October. All right, guys. See you later.